Hey you guys, it's Toya, and today I want to show you how to lay your edges and new growth down when you're stretching your relaxed hair in 3 easy steps. All right, so I have just shampooed and conditioned my hair, and of course I use all of the by L. Jones products. So I use the Extreme Clean, then I use the Honey Oat Moisture Silk moisture shampoo, then I did a deep conditioner with the intense moisturizing treatment. And at this point, I'm going to use the vanilla milk, which is a leave-in conditioner. And I always use leave-in conditioner. This really has nothing to do with the laying down of the new growth, but it does help soften the hair up. Hey, babe. These children just seem to appear when they know you're doing a video, you know? Okay. And I'm going to get that all over the hair. It's also great for detangling. You know, to be extra gentle with your hair when you're detangling because it's more fragile when it's wet. All right. So you start from the bottom. And when you detangle it, when you spray the leave-in conditioner on first, number one, it helps to detangle, but also it helps to get evenly distributed all over the hair. And like if you do have a tangle, it's very important that you don't pull, but that you just gently comb it out. Because again, your hair is more prone to breakage if you're too aggressive while it's wet. It's not ready yet. These children ready to eat. All right, so I am currently 17 weeks post-relaxer. Post-relaxer, that simply means it's been 17 weeks since I last got my relaxer, okay? A lot of people have said, what does post mean? That just means after. So 17 weeks post-relaxer means 17 weeks after my relaxer. Post means after. Like if you ever heard the term postpartum, that means after you've had your baby. So the word post just means after, that's all. So again, I'm 17 weeks post, and this week I think I'm just gonna do kind of like bone straight, right? No curls, no bump, just straight. All right, almost similar to how I had it when I first got it cut. All right, and y'all have to excuse me from doing all this detangling, but my hair is extra thick, and when your new growth starts coming out, it may take a little longer to detangle because you got to be extra gentle, and sometimes that new growth wants to fight you. You know, when you first get your relaxer, you can like detangle like that, you know, in a split second, but when you're getting a lot of new growth, it makes it a little bit harder. And you can tell when you're getting new growth because when you first get your relaxer, you know your hair is laying like this. All right, soaking wet is laying like this. Then when you know, as you get on up in the weeks, the hair starts getting bigger and bigger or higher and higher because that new growth does not want to lay down. It wants to be up. All right. So that is a bonus step though. A bonus step to laying your new growth and edges down, detangle it. Make sure your hair is going all in the direction that you want it to go in. So at 17 weeks, I have of 17 weeks. That's been about 4 months. Okay, so well, a little bit over 4 months. Right at around. If you consider 4 weeks to be a month. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Bye.
Oh, yes, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Don't mind him. It's just my honey bun. All right. So if you consider a month to be right around 4 weeks, then 4 times 4 is 16, and then I have one extra. So right around 4 months. So around 4 months, you should have at least 2 full inches of new growth. Actually, 16 weeks is, that's the number of weeks that I recommend. When you get 2 full inches of new growth, it's very safe to go ahead and get your touch up at that point by a professional, of course. Okay. But I can handle my new growth past that point. Plus, I also like to set the example. So I like to go beyond 16 because I can. If I couldn't, that would be fine too, because 16 is the standard that I have set as a professional. And that's just from looking at people's doing hair all day, every day, and seeing how people's hair reacts to different stretch times. 16 weeks seems to be the magic number to avoid breakage and to help your hair, help you to retain that length. All right. So this is my edges. These are my edges. This is my roots. You see the new growth. All right, so what I'm gonna do is this is whipped honey foam wrap, okay? I have taken my whipped honey foam wrap out of this bottle because for some reason this bottle is not working on me no more. The pump doesn't go all the way down. For those of you that are experiencing this, don't worry. I have a solution coming very soon, all right? I got y'all. But for the time being, I have just poured it into just a regular bottle that sprays. It works the same way. I like the foam. And again, I got y'all. Changes are coming. But for now, I'm just going to spray it directly on the roots. Because this is the part I want flat. And the new growth. And the great thing about when you relax your stretching is, okay, this is step one. I gave you a bonus, which was to comb it all in the right direction. But this is actually step one. Step one is to put the foam wrap on your edges and roots while it's wet. And again, I'm only spraying it on the top because, a lot of people, when you know how when you first get your relaxer, you're like, oh my God, my hair is so flat. I need for it to thicken up a little bit. It just looks like it's stuck to my head. Well, the good thing about stretching is you can make your roots and your edges lay down, and the rest of your hair will give it that body, so it's just not super flat on your head. All right. So step one, spray your hair down, and you can see it'll still like foam up if you kind of rub it in. It'll still foam up. Still has the same effect. So that's step one. You get it on your roots and your edges. Step two, and I do have a fine tooth comb because I have already detangled my hair, and a fine tooth comb just is not going to get done what I need done. So you're going to comb down your roots and your edges where you have just applied the foam wrap. And again, be very careful. And I'm not trying to go through this entire section. I'm literally just going across the top. All right. And what this is going to do is you already can kind of see where the edges and roots are trying to lay down. All right. And the main thing you're concerned about is that new growth. Okay, you see how that's already laying down? All right, so at this point, that's step two. So I'm actually going to comb this behind my ears because I'm getting ready to go right into step 3. All right, step 3, tie it down with your satin scarf. The scarf is 100% satin. That's great for the hair because it protects the hair from any breaking, any premature shedding, and from your ends splitting prematurely. So I'm going to take my scarf and I'm going to tie my wet hair down with the foam wrap on it. You want it to be secure. Don't tie it tight, so tight that you have a headache, but you don't want it loose either. Just a comfortable, like you don't need to be bothering it. It should not, hurt you or cause you any pain or any discomfort at all. All right. So put it kind of snug. All right. So at this point, you have just tied your wet edges and roots down with the foam wrap on. That was step 3. Okay. And then just let your hair dry. Okay. Let it dry. Once the hair is dry, your edges and roots will be laid down for you so that when you style it, you won't have to put a lot of effort into that part. All right. So at this point, you can either sit up under a hooded dryer or do like me, because I broke my hooded dryer by accident. I'm just gonna let this air dry. And another bonus: do not touch your hair. All right. I know my hair will be dry tomorrow, so I know. Don't touch it. Like, don't keep bothering it. Don't keep messing with it. That's gonna make it get bigger again. Okay. All you need to do, and if you have a hard time with bothering your hair, then you could just put your satin cap on top of that. All right. You can put your satin cap on top, tie it up. You can tie it, boom. Your hair don't have to be touched until it's completely dry. All right. I have no problem with not touching my hair, and plus my hair dries faster when this is not on. But this is for those of you who have a habit of just trying to touch it and bother it. Put this on. Both of these are available at exclusively at byljonsproducts.com. That's byljonsproducts.com. The foam wrap is also located at byljonsproducts.com. Right now I'm out and I am restocking. So if you do go to the website, just sign up for my email list, and everyone on my email list will know first when restock is coming. Okay, it's coming very soon. So those are the steps to laying your new growth and edges down. The bonus step is first comb all of the hair in the direction you need it to go in. Step 1 is to apply the whipped honey foam wrap to your edges and roots. All right, that's step 1. Step 2, tie your edges down while wet with your satin scarf. Step 3, allow your hair to dry completely while it's still tied down. All right. And after that, when you take it off, voila, you're going to be like, oh my God, your edges, your roots, all that. You just laid it down. All right. 3 easy steps. Okay, you guys? Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.